So, good morning, friends. Thanks a lot for joining in this virtual guidance for UGC NET set aspirants, and it is exclusively pertaining to commerce students, but still anybody can use this. So that's an thing. And I wish to begin with, I wish that today is one of the rememberable day. You know it. Dr.APJ Abdul Kalam Sir's 89th birth anniversary. And as a mark, so this event is happening in virtual mode, in the online mode. And one important thing which I want to tell you is I have started a mentoring project in the name of Dr.APJ Abdul Kalam mentoring project for mentoring UGC NET set aspirants. So I have a chance today on his birthday. We are discussing on it. So what I'm going to do is, like your exam is very near, online exam is very near on UGC NET, exclusively for commerce. I thought like the last minute tip will help you to clear the examination, qualify the examination, and also you can be part of serving the younger generation of this country and contribute the quality higher education system in India. So that is an ultimate aim why we have it. So with this little note, I'm going to divide the entire session into two. One, I will be briefing that what is that success formula and tips. And the second part, with the PPT presentation of few slides. And the second part, we want to make it as more interactive. So I have invited some of the people who have cleared a UGC NET examination under my guidance in last 18 years. And they may be sharing some of the points based on your questions. So it will be a Q&A session. The second session will be Q&A questions where you can ask the doubts on the methodology part, how to get the part rather than the subject questions, because you know you are the king and queen of subjects now because you are preparing for the last few years. So with this note, let me move on for presentation. Vijay, you have to help me when you go for presentation. Are you seeing the screen? Vijay, are you seeing my PPT presentation? Vijay, please give your voice. Yes, sir. Thank you. So please help me out because I can see only the screen, not my. So you should help me whenever I'm asking you. So now you can mute. So one request, please, everyone, mute your mic. Mute your mic. So this is an initiative that which I have been taking up for last several years, Dr.APJ Abdul Kalam Project for mentoring UGC NET set aspirants. And for your information, till now, more than 70 students has cleared in different walks of life. And in our campus itself, in last 10 years, in commerce, in our course, MCOM Business Finance course, 21 students has cleared, and Sudhir, one of the leading person who have got cleared also in this group. So we are going to discuss, or we are going to have a guidance, virtual guidance for success formula and tips to qualify UGC NET set exam aspirants. So this is my simple profile, which I want to tell you because you need to believe. I have qualified UGC NET for 3 times in commerce, and I'm UGC NET Junior Research Fellowship and management 1 time. And I've been serving the program in charge for in previous institutions and also in the present institution. And beyond that, I have just gone into 18 years of service on that from 2002, and I have visited various places. And mostly I'll be concentrating on what you call it as paper 1, some of the units, research aptitude, higher education system, and even in commerce, almost like 70% of the commerce and management syllabus, I have been handling, giving coaching. So this is one article which I want to share to you that in Tamil, tolviyai kandu thola vendam. That means what? Don't get stressed or don't get inferiority complex, don't get morale down by looking into the failure. That means if you have not cleared UGC NET examination on the first site or second site, don't take it to your mind always, because this is my, I have written 9 times. In the 4th time only I have cleared. In the what you call as in the 8th time only I am able to clear my UGC JRF, and 9th time only I am able to clear my UGC NET in what you call it as eligibility for assistant professorship in management. So this was published in one of the Tamil magazine, Pudiya Kalaimurai, which Kalvi, that they have come out with this article. And that is what one of the photographs which I have been giving coaching. So with this note, let me directly move on. The method of preparation. So most importantly, by the time you would be looking in, but small information which I want to give you. So whether you have analyzed your syllabus. So most important thing which you need to look in is whether you have analyzed your syllabus. The first and foremost thing is that analyze your syllabus of UGC NET. Whether it is a first paper or a second paper, I'm not going to go back and say what is your syllabus. And you know that in paper 1 we have 10 units, in paper 2 we have what you call as 10 units. So ultimately you can go ahead with it. And if you look into the first paper is general what you call as teaching and research aptitude, general paper on teaching and research aptitude. The second paper is what you call as the commerce. So for the newcomers, I'm just sharing. So with that syllabus, when you analyze, you need to prepare a synopsis. So how you prepare a synopsis, that's more important. Maybe I will share you in the sense like how to prepare a synopsis. Take a 1 unit of syllabus, which will be in 4 or 5 lines. Then you can have a paper separately, whereby you can elaborate it by looking into the resources. For example, my recommendations will be some of the books, for example, NCERT as well as commerce. NCERT 11th and 12th commerce books will help you a lot to cover maximum part of basic conceptual clarity for UGC NET examination. Beyond that, you can follow any books what you have followed for certain subjects in your undergraduation or in your post-graduation or when you are doing MPhil, right? So this is what it happens. So normally go with refer the source material which already you have referred, okay? So I think somebody has come in. Anybody can accept that, or I need to do it? Anybody can accept now? Anyone help me out? Somebody has come in, I suppose. Once again, I'll go back and I'll just accept them and come back. Somebody is looking for, yeah. Madhu. Yeah, Madhu has joined. Okay, I'll again start. Is it visible? Is it visible, guys? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Synopsis preparation. So first you analyze the syllabus. By the time you would have made it, and the second thing, even you have time, please, the last minute, rather than looking at the entire content, please go and read the syllabus. I don't know how many of you really read the entire syllabus, paper 1 syllabus. Please today, after this session, you take your time. Only 2 days to go. So better thing at present, what you can do is read the syllabus at least once from the word 1 to word end. So paper 1, take a printout or a soft copy in your mobile. So sit calmly, just read the entire syllabus. And paper 2, read the entire syllabus. If you read it, you will remember what you have learned in your 11th, 12th, BCom and MCom. You'll be remembering it. So ultimately, like you can go ahead. You can go ahead with it. Okay. And one more thing is that based on that, if time permits, you can prepare the syllabus. If time permits, you can prepare the syllabus. I mean the synopsis for each paper. Okay. So whenever you are preparing, reading your syllabus and analyzing your syllabus, preparing a synopsis, keep all these key points. How the question format. I know some of you have cleared your UGC NET looking for DRF. One group is there in our virtual what you call as guidance group in the meet. Number 2, you would have what you call as attempted before and you are looking this time, and someone may be new. 3 groups are there who cleared the UGC NET examination for eligibility for assistant professorship and looking for JRF. And there is a second group who has taken up the exam and they are still trying to clear it. Number 3, first time you are going to take it. For all these 3, I am telling you what is the question format. So one format is objective type. Most of you know that. And when you go for it, it's totally objective type. It is not a descriptive type. What we had earlier, it's an objective type. It will be verbal and non-verbal. There will be questions on verbal words and non-verbal. Pictures will be there. Charts will be there. So we need to analyze that. and it may be numerical. Numbers will be there. For example, arithmetic reasoning, quantitative aptitude oriented, data analysis oriented. It will be numeric as well as arithmetic. And it will be, you may have questions on filling the blanks. Filling the blanks. Those people who are taking a first time, you'll be having filling the blanks, and there may be questions on match the following. At least 5 to 10 questions putting together paper 1 and paper 2, you may find match the following. So that means match the following, if you have 5 options, it means that 5 questions in 1 question. So make sure that, but it is easy to crack it. It is easy to crack it. And there will be another thing which is called a statement and assertion. One statement will be given and the assertion, the inference will be given, and based on the inference and the assessment statement, you have to come out with a solution. You have to come out with a solution. And the other thing is that one paragraph, comprehension will be there. One paragraph they will be giving. Based on that, 5 questions may be asked. It will be normally in English. So there is a communication. There is a 1 unit on communication, whereby you will get this question. So comprehension, even in paper 2 also, you will have a comprehension in commerce, right? If you have in commerce or based on the subjects, they'll give 1 paragraph like a case study. They'll have 5 questions. So my humble thing, one tip I want to give you here is that read the question first, then read the paragraph. Then you can mark it where it has come in. So ultimately you can answer easily. Reverse. Don't read the comprehension and read the questions. Read the questions first, then read the comprehension, whereby you can find the answer easily. That's another tip which I want to give it. And another type of question will be data interpretation. So because more today, when it comes to commerce or when it comes to, there is a research aptitude. There is a paper, I mean in the paper 1, there is a unit called as research aptitude, and another there is a unit called as data interpretation. In both the things, and even in commerce, in all the units, right? So data interpretation, they may ask you, they will give a set of data and they may ask you to interpret that. And they may give you a chart, they may give you a pie diagram, they may give you a bar chart, they may give you a line chart, and based on that, they may ask you to interpret. So that's another thing, right? So in my opinion, what have I analyzed in last 18 plus, I can tell you 18 plus 4, 18 plus 3. So 21 years, almost like 20 years, I have been following from the day I prepared for UGC NET examination when I started my MCom first year. So if you look into that 1998, I started. So that means 22 years. 22 years I have been following UGC NET set, what you call as examination, and I have been following the question papers very closely. So these are the verbal, non-verbal, numerical, arithmetic, fill in the blanks, match the following, statement and assertion, comprehension, data interpretation. These are the types of questions you have and which you need to answer it. And after doing it, this is the right time. So first thing what you have to do, now you understood what are the questions, type of questions you will get it. Today, what you do is after this session, read, the first assignment is read the entire syllabus at least once, line by line, slowly. Recollect, while reading, recollect what you have studied in 11th, 12th, BCom, MCom, MPhil, and remember those classes. You will get in what you call as a dream, as a memory, what Dr.Arulmurugan was teaching you, what other faculties were teaching you in your classes, in your 11th and 12th, the teachers were teaching you in different subjects. So while reading the syllabus, you will come to know everything. That's the one biggest step you need to do now. Number 2, revise the previous question papers. So this is the right time. Today and tomorrow, dedicate. First step is syllabus analysis and what you call as reading it. Second step is previous question paper revise. There are 2 ways. One, you can take a hard copy of a book, solved question papers, and you can solve it. And you can see what is the score you are getting. Today and tomorrow, you can do that. 15 and 16, 17 is your exam. So you can do it. Right time to do, right? You will recollect when you revise your previous question papers. And there are apps also available. Even NTA has come out with their app. So download that app, and in that you can take mock test, online mock test, free mock test. And there are Telegram groups, there are WhatsApp groups. Some of your friends may have it. Please put it on our group, whereby everybody can use it for next 2 days. Link, please share it in the WhatsApp group. So one, in the hard copy you can do it. In the soft copy also you can do it. But how to take up that mock test today and tomorrow, At least once or twice you do it. One question paper or two. Paper 1 question paper, paper 2 question paper. But I will tell you how to do that. That is the success formula. That's what I want to tell you. Moving on to the next. That's what I mean to say. It's like, I'll move it here. So you can see, take a model test or mock test. That's what I mean to say. When you want to do that, take an online mock test or take model test. You take one question paper, paper 1, just answer it without seeing the solution. Just answer the second paper without seeing the previous paper, previous year, at least 2019, you can try. And if you write it, then you'll get a score, you'll get confidence. Even if you don't get, don't mind, right? So you can still try. And how to present, that is what I'm going to look into next. Now, supposed to do. And in the examination, in the mock test, how you are going to do, I will explain you. You have to approach with this success formula. You have to approach with this success formula. I'm going to divide the entire question paper not based on the subject, not based on the question type, but based on the mindset, psychological mindset of taking a competitive examination. This formula can be used for any examination. I will just tell you. The questions are divided into 4. So when you read a question and if you get an answer directly, for example, one question, you have 4 choices, A, B, C, D. If by reading, if you are able to, your eyes, your mind, your heart goes to an option and feels it is right, then that is called as known question, right? That means your mind says that it is selecting an answer. It selects an answer. And the second thing is that doubtful question. When you read a question, you may not find an answer, but you will be again reading it. If you again read it, it is doubtful question. If you are going to read the question second time, it is doubtful question. When it will be doubtful, maybe that will land up in 2 answers. Not with one option, it may land up in C and D. So when you land up in C and D option, then it is a doubtful question. In such cases, mark it. In such cases, mark it, don't answer it, because you have selected 2 options. Okay? And in that, if you reject one, remaining one will be answer. When you have a doubtful question, you will be selecting 2. When you have a 2 option, it is a doubtful question. If you reject one, then ultimately it is you can answer that question, because if you are walking and in front of that there is a wall, you cannot walk inside the wall, right? You have to come back and move. That is how our mind will be always in an examination to select the right answer. But when it is a known question, that psychology is okay. But when you go for a doubtful question, we have 2 options, then you need to reject one. And the third category is you read the question, you read the question, you read the question, but you may not get it. It is an unknown question. That means that somewhere we are not able to connect our memory into what we have learned. That is what I mean to say unknown question. It doesn't mean that it is totally unknown. Somewhere you know it, but your memory, your nerves are not bringing out. So in such questions, you have to first reject the answer. You say that, no, this is not an answer for this. This is not an answer for this. This is not an answer for this. Remaining one option will be there. No, that may be your right answer. Suppose in that position, if you are able to reject 2, but if you are unable to reject 2, in that you have to select it. So this is the formula. So what I'm trying to tell you is that divide the entire question paper into 3. Known questions, doubtful questions, unknown questions. If it is a known question, your mind should say select the answer. If it is doubtful questions, select the answer, you will get 2 options, then reject one answer. And if it is an unknown question, then you have to reject one by one. If you are able to reject 3, and the remaining one is answer. And if you are unable to reject 2, then in that you have to select 1. So this is what the success formula. Easily to remember, KQ, known question, where you apply PQ, doubtful question, where you apply yes or, that is selection and rejection. Unknown question, you apply rejection and selection. You can easily remember. Known question, yes, if you remember it, you can down this, you can down this yes, then or. then you down R, then you put S. This is a formula. Remember this formula. It is a success formula for any kind of competitive examination which I have practiced. I have given it. People are looking at it. See, it is not a kind of unscience. If we have prepared properly, understood properly, if your memory is able to bring back a scientific formula, that's a answer your 3 times, right? 3 understand. So the first cycle, that means first cycle, how to do that? Take your question paper. For example, you have online exams. In online exam itself, there is an option. So first question you read. If you find an answer, it's a known question. So first question is over. You go to the second question. If you feel doubtful question, don't answer it, but mark what is the 2 choices. 2 choices. Keep it pending. Go to the third question. If it is known question, answer it. Fourth question, if it is unknown question, just note it down. 4 is you, unknown. So first round, first cycle, first round, you answer only unknown question. Number 2, mark the doubtful and unknown questions. Answer in the first cycle or first round, answer the known question, mark the doubtful question and the 2 choices, and mark the unknown question. First round will be over. Now come back to the second round. In the first round itself, out of 50 questions in the paper 1, you would have answered 20 questions on an average. And come to the second round. Second round, you have to do only one thing. Take doubtful question. So answer, when you take the second one is doubtful, so take doubtful question, you know that 2 choices, C and D is the reject. So reject one, remaining will be answer. But when you reject, apply your understanding, connect some an answer, and the second round will get over. So maybe you will be answering 20 questions. So 20 known questions first round, 20 known questions. I'm saying on an average. So doubtful questions. The third round you can come. You have to answer unknown question. So when you find an unknown question, reject, and answer the answer. If you have a 2, then select it. So these are the 3 rounds, 3 cycle that you have to take a question paper. I made it very clear now. I'll conclude. There are 3 types of questions: known question, doubtful question, unknown question. If it is a known question, your mind should go for selection. If it's a doubtful question, your mind should go for selection and rejection. If it's an unknown question, your mind should go for rejection and selection. Okay? But how to do that? You cannot fix your mind. That's what we normally do. You take one question, our mind changes, time waste. So first round, set your mind. I am going to do this only, selecting the answer. Second round, I'm going to rejecting the answer from the doubtful question. Third round, I'm going to reject the answer from the unknown question. Okay, that is all success. So this also you can try today and tomorrow. 2 question paper you take it and tomorrow. That's the thing. And beyond that, as I told you, we have seen the approach success formula, and most important thing is time management. Last tip. Paper 1 you have 50 questions, paper 2 you have 100 questions, and 3 hours time. So you need to complete. And what we can do is that one question approximately or accurately 1.2 minutes you have. Even a second is enough. If it's an unknown question, you should make maximum 1.2 minutes, not more than that. If you are taking more than 1.2 minutes, you may leave the question. Since there is no negative marking for UGC NET Commerce and UGC NET examination, so you can always take an advantage. If you have a minus mark, then some portion may not be applied. So we can always apply. So keep in mind, one second for known question. That's minimum, you can take it, and maximum, please understand, for any question you should take 150 questions. Any question you have to take only 1.2 minutes, not more than this. So if you do it, you don't find seeing that there is no time. You can always, by today and tomorrow, if you practice, I'm sure that all will clear your UGC NET examination with this formula. Simple psychology. I'll end it. Simple psychology. Keep it in mind. And kill you. Don't look for anybody. Even if you get in the trial, today and tomorrow you are going to take mock test. No, in that if you get less mark also, don't bother, because we don't know anytime our mind and heart will support us. The memory will support us. The hard work will support us. The learning of last 5 years will support us. For UGC examination, when you started your 11th standard, don't forget. When you started your first standard itself, you have prepared for paper 1. For paper 1, you have started preparing in your first standard. You have started preparing from your 11th standard, right? So don't worry that you are prepared. You have applied. Don't ever make the no, I have not prepared. I don't want to take up this exam. Don't take. Go and do it with this input. So looking into the psychology, Vijay, whether I am there? Can you confirm? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So simple psychology, that is what, Mark? Yeah, your thing is visible now, slide.
It's fine, sir.
Yeah, that's what. So slide is visible. So the most important thing is psychology. Be cool. That's more important. Be cool. From this second, don't get any tensed. Be cool. That's what I mean to say now. For paper 1, you are prepared from your pre-KG. For paper 2, you are prepared from your 11th standard. Okay? So be cool. Number 2, presence of mind. In the examination, you should apply your presence of mind. You see the question, connect your mind to that question alone. Don't bother about, that question I don't know, this question I don't know. Even if you don't know the first question, don't get tensed. Don't get stressed. You only don't know one question, but 149 question you may know it. First question will always be hard psychologically. So don't bother about even 5 questions you don't know in the beginning. 1 to 5, never mind. Remaining 135, 145 questions you know it. Keep that in mind. And common sense, my dear friends. Apply simple logic. Don't think too much. Apply simple logic and get an answer. Okay? So be cool, presence of mind and common sense. So this is what I want to tell you. And again I sum up, my dear friends, that one thing, what do you call it as? I'm just making around. One thing I want to make it, yeah. So one small thing which I want to request is remember this success formula, remember these tips. And 2 things you need to do now. One, first immediately after this, take your paper 1 and paper 2 syllabus, read word by word, understand it. When you read the entire syllabus, recollect what you know about that. Just spend 1 hour on it. That is one tip. Number 2, take mock test. At least minimum 1 mock test today and tomorrow. It may be online or it may be offline. If you take it in online, go to NTA website. There's an online mock test available. Just take paper 1 and paper 2. Okay? Take it. And while taking it, use this formula. Use this technique. Right? I told you, round 1, round 2, round 3. Known question, doubtful question, unknown question. How to apply. Be cool, presence of mind, common sense. So all the best for your exams. Hope all those people who are attending this will surely, right? What do you call it as? Will surely clear this examination. So now I am visible, my dear. Whether I am visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the only thing. If you have any doubts, I'll be happy to answer. You can ask your question. So if you have any doubts, I'll be happy to answer you. I'm stopping the screen sharing. I'm coming online. So there are around 21 at present. So if you have any doubts, You can put it in the chat box or you can ask me. We'll spend 15 more minutes.
Hello, sir.
Interaction. Anybody who is, which I keep recording till the end. So anybody is having any doubts, you can come in voice and you can ask, or you can put it in the chat box. I will look into that also.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, do you think?
I know. Say your name because I couldn't identify.
Okay, sir, it's Bakir Pangwar, if you remember.
Oh, Bakir. Hi,
yes.
Bakir.
Hi, sir. Hi, sir.
Thanks a lot for joining, Bakir. Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now, sir, do you think age is enough? Age is a factor in doing PhD?
What?
Do you think age isn't a factor? Because I've also cleared NET 4 times, okay, sir?
Yeah.
I've cleared 4 times, but never have I cleared JRF.
Okay.
So I keep on doing because I want JRF.
Okay.
But then over the years, we get older. And do you think doing PhD, the age is a factor?
No, I will tell you. I got it. What is your point? See, this examination is for 2 purposes. Most of you may not know it. Some of you may know it. This one examination for 2 purposes. The first purpose is that to get qualified to become to enter into eligible into assistant professor in a higher education institution, college or universities or institutes. That's the one. Second purpose is it is to get fellowship. That is what is called as junior research fellowship. There are 2 purposes. So those people who are getting higher marks with the decided cutoff, they will be termed as JRF candidates. Once you get the JRF, you can enter into full-time PhD in any of the universities or any of the recognized institutions of UGC. Okay, and in that case, you'll be doing PhD with stipend, with fellowship, with scholarship. So 3 years JRF will be given. If your research is going to be better and better, quality oriented, if your committee is recommending, next 2 years they will give SRF also. So 5 years. So that is one point. And the second point is that's what JRF is only for doing PhD. But if you clear, you can also, that will give a more weightage. That JRF candidates will always kept high. Okay. So more preference will be given for them to do a PhD in a regular mode. And when it comes to eligibility for assistant professorship, if you have it, you are eligible to apply for nationally recognized UGC recognized higher education institutions. To enter into a job, eligibility for assistant professor is itself enough. But if you have a JRF, that always have an edge over. You got a point, dear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, my question is it too late? Suppose if I get JRF now and I want to start PhD, so given my age, do you think, because I think JRF we should do full time, no, sir?
Full time. You have to do full time.
Yes. So I'm just asking, if it takes 5 years, don't you think that is age a factor here? Am I too old? Am I, too late to do this?
No. The thing is that maximum 5 years. You can complete within 2 years because full-time PhD you can complete in 2 years if you are a JRF candidate. Sorry, 3 years. Right? So within 3 years you can complete.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhagat. Thanks for joining. And maybe be in line. So if you are able to answer some of the questions of the new aspirants, you can also help me out. Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy that I'm able to mentor you on that.
Yes, sir. I'm happy, sir.
Thank you. Any other, please? Any other? If you want, you can put it in the chat box also if you have any questions. Sir, I think up to 20 age you can appear. Yeah. Shamil, you are right. So there is no age restriction to apply for UGC eligibility for assistant professor, but there is a age limit as far as JRF. Please check it out with the notification. Mukesh is asking a question. Last year questions was very lengthy and complicated, sir. After seeing the question, I got nervous. Mukesh, don't get nervous, Mukesh. That is what, see, getting a qualification is not easy. For example, I told, I have cleared 4 times. 1 in management, 3 in commerce, and the moment I got my JRF. So doesn't mind, and I have failed more number of times. I've taken up totally 10 times, 4 times clear, 6 times failed. So what is my thing is that don't bother about, don't look lengthy, short. We are going to be a teacher in the future. We are going to be a mentor in the future. So don't bother about short or long. We need to keep cool and answer it. Don't get panic, nervous or anything. If you are going to clear, okay. If you are not going to clear, next time you will clear. What is the big deal, Mukesh? Thank you, Mukesh. Any other questions? Any other clarifications you'd like to have? Srimati is asking, sir, how to solve the assertion and reasoning questions? Okay, somebody is joining. Arul Saraswati, welcome. How should we approach it? It's very simple. Even I have shared with one of the student who were asking the same question. So I'll just look into that and come back. Even I have shared in the WhatsApp group. I will share it again. So Vairam and Lakshmi Priya was long back asking the same question with me. So I have given the answer also. It is there. I will share it in the WhatsApp group, all the 3 groups, like 2018 batch, 2019 batch, and also my Yes India group. Vairam has come out. Thank you. See, there are 7 types of reasoning is there. Deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, abductive reasoning, backward induction, critical thinking, counterfactual thinking, intuition. So these are 7 types of reasoning is there, and it is easy also to do it, right? So I have given the explanation also. It's very simple. Whenever you have a reasoning and assertion, see for the these statements. First you see the statements, then you go for assertion. Read the assertion and connect to the statements. They'll be asking 2, whether it is true or false, related or not related. This is how they will be asking you. So if you remember the set theory, right? Whether it is independent or interdependent. Independent or interdependent. If it is interdependent, how far it is interdependent? So if you think in that line, answering assertion and the statements will be easy. Apply simple logic. Don't worry about anything. Don't think about too much. Simple reasoning, simple thinking. The first thinking is the right answer. If you go for the second thinking, it may go wrong. That's my simple tip. Thank you, Srimati. Vairam, you can post it in the group also, where the people also can see it. The same thing which we have discussed. Any other questions? Any other questions? Sorry to ask you, may I know who is that? Arul Saraswati? Because there are some of the new names invisible. Thank you all. Yeah. Any other clarifications you would like to have, my dear friends? If not, somebody is asking. Shamil is again asking, sir, is it possible to appear for management NET? Shamil, this was the same problem I had when I started because I did the same course, MCom Business Finance is what is my master degree. Even I was wrongly guided by some of my well-wishers at the time to appear in management, but that is the problem. 3 times I applied in management. I given up the exam, but I didn't get the results. Then I came to know that I'm not eligible for that in the beginning. Then I applied in commerce. The first time, the 4th time, the first time I applied in commerce, I got my clearance. So what is my thing is that UGC is very clear that you have to apply in a subject of your master degree. If you are an MCom student, you are eligible only to apply in commerce. If you are an MBA student, you are only eligible to apply in management. But there are some subjects where interdisciplinary also available. But as far as if you are an MCom student, you are only eligible to apply for commerce. I cleared in management because I did MBA. Additionally, I did MBA in international business, completed it, got my degree. With that, I applied for management. Is it clear, Shamil? Any other doubts? If not, if you don't have any other doubts, my humble thing is that I want to ask you the feedback of this session. Somebody can unmute and you can give your feedback. How far this session help you and how it is going to help you in short span of time. Anybody? I want few people to unmute and say few feedback about this, which will make me to take forward. Anyone? Make it fast because it is getting recorded. Kerzi, sir, please. Kerzi, may I know who is that? ID? Bakar. Okay, Bakar war. Surely some material, paper 1 I have shared it. Whatever material I have, I will share it surely in the WhatsApp groups. Sure. You are in the S India WhatsApp group, right? Yes, I'm going to change that group as mentors. I'm planning to change that group name as mentors. Okay, so whereby we can collectively help aspirants. That's an ultimate next step that I'm planning today on Dr.APJ Abdul Kalam's project. So this project, through that I want to make all those people who have cleared NET through my mentoring. I want to make everybody as mentors now. So I will share it. I will share it. So anybody can give a feedback. Bakar, you can start if possible. Okay, yes, so I want it voice because it is getting recorded. So people may get things also when I share. Thanks, Mukesh. It was too nice, sir. And also I'm very happy to see after a long time. Great, great. So can anyone give me a feedback in voice?
Yes.
Feedback. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, thank you so much for this, for conducting this webinar so far.
That the others also can know it.
Yes, yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Bakar. I was a student of Sir in Karaikal in the year 2015-17. Okay. And since then, yes, I did clear my NET. Even in the third semester itself, I cleared my NET. In the first try, I cleared due to the guidance of Sir Arul. And then from there, yes, immediately just after 1 month, I got into a college. Then after that, I went into a university. Then after university, now I'm the vice principal of one college. So everything is happening because of Arul sir. Things like these where he conducts all these webinars for us, for all our students. So it's really, really nice, sir. And as always, your content is always on spot. And for these aspiring students, I think these are students, sir. For these aspiring students, do well in your UGC NET. Apart from all sir has said, just please be confident. Go with the right mindset. Be confident. Know that you're going to do it. Even like, even if you don't know the answer also, like you have not prepared well, but just go in confidence, answer with confidence, because confidence can get you, confidence will get you the NET. Itself, it's a very big, the mentality is a very big factor in doing NET. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Bakar. And we'll be mentoring all other aspirants. We will together mentor all other aspirants. Thanks a lot for your feedback. Any other? Any other? Any one or two, if you are able to give a feedback, I'll be happy. Vairam, are you there?
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Vairam. Hi, everyone. This is the first time I'm going to appear. I thought that I should not get a, as you said that if we get a failure, the next step we will get a success. But I think so that how we cleared our board exams, we didn't think that next we can keep an arrear and we can clear it like that. We didn't think. The same way I have kept UGC NET as we don't have any attempts. Only one attempt. The same way I have also prepared with your guidance and with your help of all our faculty members. Friends, we are going to appear on Saturday. well we have prepared and we have created a small 2 or 3 members we have joined and discussed the same way. If that we will clear it in this October UGC NET 2020. And thank you for your guidance, sir, for your constant support. Whether we are preparing or not, you're motivating us to appear. Whether we can able to clear or not, you're constantly or supporting from the starting. I believe that it continues to the years and years ago. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vairam, and you are the one who initiated this session. Thanks a lot for that. Because aspirants, if you come forward, we are ready. If you come forward, we can make it. So hope, Vairam, this input will help you. And as you suggested, like this is like a board exam. Don't look for a second choice. Clear it in the first choice. That's what I did. When I applied commerce, the first choice, like Bakar was saying, the same way. So anyone finally, we can conclude. Anyone finally who can give a feedback, then we can conclude. Anyone from 2018 batch? Vijay or Sri or someone?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you for the session, sir. And sir, I'm asking that usually UGC conduct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, usually UGC conduct 2 times in a year, but this time because of pandemic they extend till October, sir. Is it possible to conduct again in December, sir, or they may?
With you, I am also waiting what kind of decision our UGC is going to take. So let us follow the guidelines.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot for your feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Any other? Any other want to say anything? And how far this session is? Last feedback. So, if yeah, somebody is coming.
I'm Srimati.
Yeah, please, you can louder.
Sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your guidance. Like in last minute, you have supported us in a better way. I think this will be helpful us for writing this Saturday coming NET exam. Because you have led us to practice mock tests, which will be helpful for us. The last minute, if we are practicing today and tomorrow the mock test, that will be surely helping us while practicing or while appearing for the Saturday exam. That will be very useful for us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Srimati. You have concluded saying very clearly that number 1, please, first thing you have to do today and tomorrow. Be cool, use your common sense, presence of mind. But go and read paper 1 and paper 2 syllabus. While reading line by line, recollect what you have learned from your first standard or pre-KG to till today. And the second thing is that take mock test. When you take the mock test, apply Dr.Vam's success formula to qualify competitive examination. That is Dr.Vam's success formula to qualify competitive examinations. So apply that. Okay. So thanks a lot to everyone who has joined, and a special thanks to Vijay for recording this session, and which will be available in my YouTube channel very soon. And immediately once he sends it, it will be available in my YouTube channel. That is Dr.V.Arulmurugan. You can subscribe my YouTube channel, whereby I'll be uploading many videos on that, which will help you for the whole aspirants. So thanks a lot.